Hello, you divine, infinite human beings. You are all that is, ever has been, and ever can be. You are divine, infinite love. You are divine, infinite truth. You are divine, infinite source. It feels so good to say that, and I hope it feels good to hear that. I am making a lot of videos right now because we're living in extraordinary times. And I just want to say hi to you from my villa here in Sicily. And welcome to the weather wars. We have a Scirocco that's come in from Sahara Desert, and it's incredibly hot. And I'm sure that people all over the planet are experiencing these weather wars, no coincidence. And they're just part of the incredible times in which we are now living. Incredible. And actually, it is a great time to be alive. And I know many of you are saying, what? What planet is she on? Is she crazy? Yes, it is very challenging, but tough times give birth to tough, infinite human beings. And that's what is happening right now. As I reported in other videos, we're in the midst of just an incredible time. The SpaceX that can control just about everything, including because of, I just read something about the graphite that's in it and how it makes basically any kind of chip obsolete. So we're in interesting times, and things are going to become even more interesting. I mean, sci-fi off the charts interesting. And we're in a frequency, a war of frequencies. So as we're rising, we're getting everything thrown at us in terms of weather, in terms of satellites, in terms of the 5G radiation, in terms of the injections, everything. But the good news is it's happening because we are right now in the most incredible corridor of energy via the Lion's Gate portal. And what that is actually is the Sirius, the brightest star in our sky. If you can see the stars, they've gotten a lot dimmer. And that star has been associated with the great avatars, giving birth to the great avatars who have visited our planet, or I call them the Christ players, such as Yeshua, whose name was co-opted into Jesus, and many others. And this bright star now is activating, is in alignment with our star, with our sun, and it is causing cellular activations in our light bodies that are off the charts, beyond. And it is activating your 12-stranded silicon-based double diamond crystals DNA and enabling you to make quantum leaps in awareness and consciousness and activating your third eye and understanding and seeing. And this is an amazing time. It's a time, like I said, because all these amazing things are going on, we're also seeing a lot of interference, if possible. And that's what we're experiencing. So your body right now is a ground for these wars of frequency going on externally and internally inside of you. So it's a time to get grounded, to remain small, to remain centered, and to tune into the infinite divine source which is inside of you, and to begin to experience, to activate, and to develop your multidimensional nature. And I always say everything is good, everything is God. So, if I call it the dark side or the finite side, I always tell you how I learned to love the dark side, because the dark side helps you. It creates challenges that help to make you more fully realized in divine infinite source, in the godliness, in the eternal true light, in making you choose that over the false light. So perhaps in some ways the lockdowns have actually allowed us to stop looking outside of ourselves all the time, to the experts, to external voices, external services even, because we haven't been able to depend on them. We've had to become self-reliant and reliant on that connection with divine source. Perhaps it's time to even outgrow spiritual practices, spiritual teachers. We no longer need to look outside of ourselves for validation. We need to learn to trust our own inner voice, our inner intuition, and our inner connection to source. And that's what this is all about. So it's time to be aware with antennas up, to be aware of what's going on the planet without fear, but just to be aware and to make the good choices, to remain organic, to have faith, because faith is a bridge that bridges you until you know. But you need to embody this truth inside of you. So it's beyond faith. It's beyond a shadow of any doubt. And this is a time, actually this is the true beginning of the new year, this Lion's Gate, this portal that is going on until the 12th, well past the 8th of August. And it is the beginning, really, of the new you, of a step through a portal into a new, more infinite you. It is a good time to set your intentions and to ask infinite God source and your guides and yourself, your higher self, to focus on letting go of all that does not serve you, all that still anchors you down to the old 3D finite earth and its broken, corrupted systems, anything that keeps pulling you back, any people, friends, family, spiritual teachers, old practices, old habits, old addictions that no longer serve you. And as you do, you realize you will always awaken to a new awareness, a new level of awakening, which is why I call you infinite, because there's always another level to another layer to peel away and release yourself to a higher form of freedom, of infiniteness. So this is a good time to just set that intention and allow yourself to anchor in and embody this divine infinite frequency within you, this frequency that will never betray you or steer you wrong, and that loves you always unconditionally and will never leave you. So this is the time for that. It is a time to be peaceful and centered and to observe from a peaceful, centered, grounded place of positioning yourself within the hand of God, within the hand of divine infinite source, knowing that you are supported, you are loved, you are cared for, you are nurtured at all times, no matter how sci-fi bizarre the planet gets, as we see people losing their connection, losing command over their very minds and bodies, as we see people becoming the walking dead. We see the zombifiedness of the culture. It's going to be strange, and there's going to be a Shiva kind of energy. Shiva energy that destroys and diminishes that which no longer is in harmony with the higher frequencies of the fifth dimension of the new infinite earth and of infinite God source. So that is going to be something that we as empaths, we as heart-based starseeds are going to have to deal with and witness, but we're going to have to do it from a place of loving compassion and detachment. I've done everything I can, and I know everyone out there is doing everything they can, but everyone has free will. Everyone's making their own choices, and there is no death, and it's going to be all right. And ironically enough, we are becoming smaller community of star seeds that are being awakened or awakening or activated. And the more and more we do that, we're going to see this bifurcation of timelines where people are rising in frequency, and it's getting smaller, and it's getting pure, and it's getting cleaner, and it's getting closer to the eternal living light, as there are those that are lowering their frequencies, okay? And it just is. It is what it is. And we're going to have to just weather this storm by staying centered in the eye of it and knowing that it's okay. We're just going to have to remember that as things do go through this amazing transformation and shift. And it's going to be very good. So it's also time to become very aware of yourself as a starseed and of your mission, of the reason you chose to come to this planet at this time. There's a reason you did, and you are in very small, simple steps, one step in front of the other, very grounded, very focused. You're going to begin to lay the foundation for your job, your mission, your purpose, your career in the next 3 years, which are going to be immensely pivotal 3 years on this planet. Amazingly pivotal. Things are going to just change so fast, so rapidly, and so dramatically. But you're going to hold the line, you're going to hold the fort, you're going to ground in the higher frequencies into this higher, new infinite fifth dimensional earth, and just embody the change you want to see. Embody what you want to see that is just rising above the corruption, the deceit, the lies, the lies within lies within lies, and the dream spell that we have been under for so long. And this is the biggest gateway. So just soak in the energies from the sun, the energies from all around you. Allow them to just activate your cells, activate your plasma rainbow light body, and allow yourself to take that beautiful leap, quantum leap, into the true, authentic, infinite human being you are. Ciao for now. Bye-bye. Find a way to finish.